Hello, this is Roger Miller. Just trying to do some, going through some of these ideas I have. These are just short little videos, just kind of showing each one individually the ideas behind, my thought process. So this is something that actually came up when I read a book about, I think it was Brian Greene's, one of his books that he had, where he was talking about and Einstein's book talks based off Einstein. Your now is different than my now. We see things happening different in the universe around us at different times, depending on our distance from that object. So, we're seeing the moon, was it a second and a half, after it. We're seeing the sun 8 minutes ago. We're seeing, stars, as what they look like years ago, depending on how many light years away they are. We're seeing other galaxies that are, hundreds of thousands of years ago. So anyways, the whole concept is that nothing travels faster than the speed of light. So the thought process I had, and he had a clip in there where he's talking about looking across the room is 30 billionths of a second is the time it takes light, but you're actually seeing things differently. And the thought process is that that I had is, if we could go ahead and control magnets for what now looks like versus varying that back and forth, we could actually create some type of propulsion system using that. This one is a little unique. This is, like I said, the original idea was you turn a magnet on, you have two magnets, you turn it on, and then by the time that the magnetic wave hits the other one, you turn it on so that it actually is attracted. But as that wave, this one being turned on, as that magnetic wave goes back here, you actually reduce it, so it's actually being repelled. And then this one would still be attracted until that light traveled back to, changing it back and forth, and you could just keep on doing that and actually create a propulsion system that way. So that was kind of the basic idea behind where this started, and this is where I'm at right now. So I've got two rings. Each of them has these magnets that are inside it. It's north and I believe they're north and south. The same thing here, north and south. So that when they come in here, they're actually attracted to each other. They're attracted. So as this spins around, the magnets are being attracted to each other. So for that, there's really, there's nothing big about that. However, you notice what I'm doing, I'm actually moving this. Now, and the moving object, special relativity actually tells us that, when we're traveling toward something, it actually appears that the distance is shorter as we look behind us. It's actually going to be longer as we're traveling away from something, because the light is going to take. If you have a clock that's ticking on one side, and you're watching the clock tick as it's turning around, and then you're traveling away from it. As you started as you start getting half the speed of light, you look back, it looks like that clock's traveling a lot slower. And if you can travel the fast light in the opposite direction, you can't, but just for sakes, in the opposite direction, it looks like that clock would look like it stopped, because that light, the light from that clock could not travel faster than what you are. So that's the concept here, is that we're actually spinning these. So let me do this real quick. So as this, whoa, I might have to do a smaller battery again. Do the smaller batteries I was using. So it's traveling. So again, this is not very fast, but what's end up happening here though is these are moving. So as the magnet's moving this direction, I'll stop it right here. So as it's moving, as this is moving right here, this is being attracted to this, and this is being attracted to that. However, since both things are moving, This is going to actually look like it's further. If you get these spinning faster to enough speed, it would start appearing that this is actually closer. This one will be closer to this than this one, just because they're moving through space-time. And if that something's closer, it's going to have more of an attraction to it. So that's the whole concept, that if we can get this spinning fast enough, it should create a force where it's it's only being attracted going forward and not being back, and which would actually create a pull on the entire apparatus, and both sides would create a pull. So it actually pull it for a propellentless propulsion. So that's where I'm at right now. I'll keep working on this, and again, the idea is to actually get this. I got to get a bigger motor on this and improve the gear system on it, so that it doesn't just spin when I put on more power, but definitely like more power. We'll get it going and see what happens. The idea is to actually put this in a basically a little platform, a boat, and float it in water and actually run it and actually see if we can actually get enough of a speed on this that would actually create a force. And I'll end this video right there, and with the next one, if I do get some results, I will share those with you. Thank you very much.